Howdy folks, I'm Troggle Brian,
I'm Amber.
and here's some word munching, or maybe math munching, I don't know, but actually it's really Reddit. Alright folks, our first and only letter on this Sunday morning special is titled, Am I a jerk for violating my boyfriend's boundaries by romancing characters in a video game? My boyfriend Jake is a 30-year-old male and I'm a 22-year-old female, and we've been together for a little over 2 years. We usually spend time together at one another's places and have quiet time, which is him reading on the couch with me next to him playing some video games. Well, lately I've been hooked on certain games. Within these games, you can romance with characters. It's not the main purpose of said games, but something that I do for fun and giggles. Just a few days ago, we decided to have our quiet time and I booted up one of these games. During this, I'm romancing a character which has me constantly giggling and laughing. Jake looks up and asks, "What's so funny?" And I tell him that I'm trying to date a character and it has me giggly. He then asks what the game is about, and I tell him, in which he asks me why I'm trying to date someone. I ask, why not? It's fun. He then goes quiet and then proceeds to ask whether I've done this before, thinking that he's just interested in my hobby. I said, yeah, excitedly, and I let him know what other games that I romance characters in. His mood is getting worse as I go on about these games, which I notice, and I ask him what's wrong. And then he says that I've crossed a major boundary with him and have never spoken to him about dating others, which is his words, and he feels disgusted. And finally said that I've broken his trust in me. At a loss for words, I ask him if he is being serious right now, and he says yes. I then explain to him that it's a video game, it's not real, I'm not in love or attracted to these characters, it's just a game. He answers that it's very much real and that I'm acting giggly, and that if I'm willing to hide this for so long, then I must be hiding something else. I had no words. Then he demands to see my phone to check for what else I've hidden. Again, I ask, are you serious right now? And he says yes, and I hand over my phone. Anger settles in, but I wait. He hands me my phone back after a while and tells me that he hasn't found anything so far, but in order to win his trust back, I need to do a list of things. He then lists them, and then I explode and say, are you seriously that insecure over a video game? It's a game. It isn't real. Are you crazy? What is wrong with you? And he gets even more mad and he yells, how dare I call him insecure when I'm the one searching for love outside? I was done, and I tell him to get out. He eventually leaves, silence from him for days. But 2 days ago, I received texts from his older sister and his friends telling me off for calling him names, yelling at him, and some even implied cheating. I'm so lost. I've told my family and friends all that happened for perspective. Everyone is confused, but on my side. We've never had an argument like this before, and I still can't believe this. Am I the jerk? Alright, folks, what do you think? Jerk or not the jerk?
Not the jerk, but this is a major red flag, and you probably should dump him.
I'm going to actually differ on this one, and I think that anyone who plays video games with romantic subplots is clearly cheating. Also, anyone who reads romance books, clearly cheating. You're having an affair with a book, right, Amber?
No, that's not how that goes.
No, I'm just kidding, of course, folks. I have no idea why he is so jealous over video games.
That's the thing that makes no sense is like, as long as they're like NPCs or other characters and not like actual online
Yeah.
people, like you can't get with them.
Yeah, and OP has specified in the comments here that these are literally not other human players. They're just NPCs. They aren't real. They don't have their own personalities. I mean, other than what the creators have written into them.
Like, people play these games for escapism, for fun. It's not a sign that you have a bad relationship. It's
Yeah.
just, I want a little escape, play out this fantasy type of thing.
Well, it's so also kind of ingrained in so many different games.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of games that have romantic subplots
Mm-hmm.
and characters that you win the love of. And there isn't anything wrong with that. It's you're playing a character. It would be like saying that someone who is in a play or a TV show is cheating on their spouse because they're playing a character.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what this boils down to. You're in a play of some form or another is the way I kind of view it. So yeah, I don't think that you're the jerk, OP, and I definitely think your ex-boyfriend, hopefully, is probably telling everyone a very, very skewed account of what's happened here and omitting the detail that these characters that you're romancing are non-playable characters or are even in video games.
Yeah, that's my guess too, is that he's told them a very different version of the story, because I don't see how people who heard the actual story would be like, oh, OP, you're so terrible.
Yeah, pretty much. So anyhow, take care and good luck. Respect 2034 says, info, what game are you playing? And OP replies, hi, I was playing Mass Effect's Legendary Edition. Really fun game. I feel a bit sour now, though. Oh, poor OP. They've had their video game ruined. Untao says, wait, are the characters you're romancing NPCs? Because being jealous of a few lines of script is wild? Maybe he thinks that there are real players on the other side of your romance and he just doesn't understand that it's not a person on the other end? I say you're not the jerk. And OP replies, hi, they are NPCs, not real, as I cannot handle online games. I'm bad at them. And he knows that I play single-player games only. So this is really just him being ridiculous.
And insecure, like
Yeah.
he doesn't want to admit.
Yeah, exactly. All right, folks, it is tea time. Grab your beverages of choice. I've got some tea right here, and I will sip on it extraordinarily loudly and rudely while Amber reads us a joke.
How do you fix a cracked jack-o'-lantern?
How do you fix a cracked jack-o'-lantern? Well, you see, you have to walk on down to the jack-o'-lantern repair shop where you'll meet up with our good friend Jack. And Jack has one job. He takes jack-o'-lanterns and he fixes them. He uses magic glue, magic knives, and magic thread and threads them through your jack-o'-lantern until they become animated objects that are hell-bent on getting revenge on you for destroying them. And then you'll have a good time with your jack-o'-lantern friend.
I don't like the turn that took. But give it a pumpkin patch.
That wasn't too bad. Was that one of Jovial Bob's
No,
signs?
that was the big
okay.
book of silly jokes for
Yeah,
kids.
that makes sense. That wasn't quite as low quality as Jovial Bobstein's particular brand of humor. I'm just kidding. Jovial Bobstein writes perfectly fine jokes.
Are you gonna tell everyone about your guest tea?
Oh, we have a guest tea today. Yes. So in addition to our Mega Mint
Yeah.
tea, I have Mega Mint tea here, by the way. We have 3 fennel tea, and this was a surprise to me because I wasn't even aware there were 3 different types of fennel to be had. And let me tell you, its taste is even more surprising because it somehow tastes worse than just single fennel tea. It has kind of a very watered down fennel taste, but I don't know why they call it 3 fennel tea. Maybe they use 3 whole grains of fennel. I don't know. I have no idea. It's not the best tea.
No.
I am certainly not going to be joining the 3 fennel tea fan club. Let's put it that way. I guess I kind of ruined my out of this. Usually I'm like, and I have Mega Mint. All right, folks, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you're all having a spectacular Sunday and that it's nice and relaxing for you. thanks so much for watching. What's the moral of the story we learned today, Amber? I'll let you have a stab at it, and I'll give it a 0 out of 5 star rating.
If your partner gets weirdly jealous over video game characters, dump them.
0. I'm just kidding. It's very fine advice. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you all tomorrow.
Bye.